Why do you say there is no psychological evolution? Why do you say there is no psychological evolution? This is really a very serious question, not as the previous one, but this is a very serious question. What do we mean by evolution? I'm asking you, can't verbally answer it because there are too many, but you must answer it. What do you mean by evolution? The oak tree here, it drops its acorn, out of that grows the tree, right? That's it, to evolve, to grow, to multiply, right? And also we have evolved from the most ancient of times till what we are now, biologically, organically, right? This has taken us 2 or 3 million years psychologically to grow into what we are now, right? It's obvious. Okay? Do you play the game? You're playing the game. It's in your court. So, we have evolved not only biologically, but also psychologically, inwardly, subjectively. We can't go a third arm or a fourth arm. We can't. We have probably biologically reached the limit. But psychologically, subjectively, we think we can grow. We can become something. More noble, more courageous, less violent, less brutal, less cruelty. You follow? To us, the idea of psychological growth is tremendously important. Otherwise, the ego has no meaning. I don't know if you follow this. I meditate in order to become. I breathe in order to keep the brain quiet. You know, I'm becoming all the time, either in the business world, in the world of technology, in the world of skill. I'm always becoming something better. I'm a better carpenter than I was 2 years ago. Better electrician, better chemist, better this and better that. And I apply the same movement to the psyche. I don't know if you're following all this. That is, I am going to become something psychologically. You're following this? Is that a fact? Now please, this is very important, because if you really understand this, go into it, when our whole life changes. You understand what is good the enemy of the better? Do you understand my question? No. Good, with all its meaning, we'll go into prayer. And I will be better. I'll be good, or I am good, but I'll be better tomorrow. Better, good. So the better is the enemy of the good. I don't know if you're following this. I'll go into this. So is there psychological evolution? Or what I am today, I'll be tomorrow. You understand? We have evolved psychologically 5,000 to 3,000 years. More, much more. I mean, what are we talking about? 8,000 years, 10,000 years. If you've gone into it, I won't go into all the ancient movement of mankind. People who have studied this have told me, therefore I'll only repeat something they have told me, which you can find out. But we are questioning whether there is the psychic growth at all, becoming better. And if it is that we are, through time, 1,000,000 years, 50,000 years, we have become better. We are much more evolved. Is that a fact? Answer it. If you all talk, madam, it's impossible. You'll ask, he'll ask, we'll all be. But just look at it, and then we'll communicate not only verbally, then non-verbally. Have I, as a human being, who have lived on this earth 2 or 3 million years ago, or 50,000 years ago, or even 8,000 years ago, have I progressed, evolved? Have you? Psychologically? Aren't you as you were at the beginning? More or less. Less than more, but more or less. Brutal, violent, aggressive, insecure, wanting to kill for your tribe, for your God, for your country. It has existed, the same phenomena, from the beginning of the time. There you clubbed a man or a woman. Then there was the archery. Then there was the simple gun. Now we have evolved to have neutron bombs. Think tremendous progress. No, sir, don't laugh. Look at it carefully. But behind the archer, behind the gun, the man behind the gun, and the man who is up at 50,000 feet dropping a neutron bomb, the man is the same. Right? This is a fact. You may put a flag on the moon, and he says, my country that is represented up there. No, you look at it, sir, carefully consider all this. I'm not asking you to believe what I'm saying. Look at it. So one asks, is there psychological growth or psychological ending? Not growth, becoming something. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
If I don't end violence today, that violence has existed 1,000,000 years ago in the human being, then if I don't leave that violence behind or drop it or radically bring about a mutation, I'll be violent tomorrow. That's a fact. So, is there a condition, is there a progress, development of the psyche as evolution? For me, Personally, there isn't. For me, don't accept it. I'm returning the ball to you. So the question then remains, I am what I am at present. Right? I have been what I have been. I am what I have been. I am all the memories, racial, religious, educational, traveling, all that is the past, which is me, right? My experience, my desire to be a great man, my desire to be important, my desire to be a guru, my desire to be somebody. I'm not, but I'm just saying. All that is the past, which is me. If I don't drop all that, I'll be tomorrow exactly the same thing. And from this statement arises a question, is that possible? You understand? Is it possible to let go all that? Not through effort, not through determination, desire, that becomes again another achievement. Can all that be dropped? So it's in your court. Don't wait for me to answer it. It's in your court. You are asking that question, realizing you are the background. You are all that accumulated racial, religious, economic, scientific, political, all that's your conditioning of the psyche. You're being programmed for 2,000 years to be Christians. And the others are trained in their own way. The other day, somebody said they saw a statue of the Buddha sitting in that, you've seen statues of Buddha. And somebody said, what's the good of that man sitting like that all day long? It was put by a Christian. Careful, listen to it. There was somebody else beside me. He said, what's the point of that man be hanging on that cross all day? No, don't laugh. Please look at all this. According to our prejudice, conditioning, we act, think, feel. If I'm a Buddhist, if you said that to me, I would be terribly upset. I would get angry, violent, because I worship that figure. But if I was a Christian, you said, what's the point of that man hanging on that wall? You follow? It shocks you. Must shock you. So, can we look at all this without a single shadow of prejudice? You understand? Single shadow of opinion, conditioning, so that we realize that each person creates the image which he worships. There was a man we used to know many years ago. He was walking along the beach and picked up a branch, a piece of stick that long, and it had the shape of a human form. He brought it home, this is a fact, and put it on the mantelpiece. And one day, he put a flower to it. And after several days, began to put a garland around it, worship. You follow? Human beings create their own images out of their own conditioning. So, is there psychological evolution at all? Or is there only an ending? Not becoming. That is the ending of violence. I'm taking that as an example. Ending violence completely. Not tomorrow, now. All understanding the whole implication of violence, aggressiveness, ambition, part of the feeling of guilt and not wanting to be. You follow? This whole concept of growth, psychological growth. Of course, the baby grows into adult and old age and pops off. That's one irremediable fact that we're all going to end up in the grave or be incinerated. So one has to look at this question and ask the question of ourselves and find out the truth of it, not just say, yes, I think so or not think so, but carry on day after day.